month of
She was fine. They got it all. The problem was the location.
Good morning. Good morning. Almost afternoon. Today, I want to focus on the aspect of courage. There's, I don't know, a handful of people I know that are dealing with cancer. And it breaks my heart after all the heavy energy that we've already been through the last couple years, and then knowing that they have this heavy thing that they're facing and trying to manage on top of all the new stuff that's percolating around us. So there are a couple people here that have been dealing with cancer as well. And there's one in particular that had to have surgery yesterday. She had just turned 50. She was told, you know, when you turn 50, you should go get a colonoscopy. And she decided she would, not thinking anything would come back. And she had a tumor in her colon. And she had surgery yesterday. And it was so cute. It doesn't sound cute, but I thought it was cute because I know her personality. She sent me a text yesterday, and I wasn't expecting to receive a text from her after being in surgery and under sedation. And the text was, "I'm alive," because she had just come out, you know, on the other side. And so I was trying to celebrate with her, and I'm like, okay, hopefully this is it. And anyway, so this theme really was a result of these people that I've been in contact with, and the courage that they have to muster up to face this, because it's a scary thing to face. Courage requires us to show up. We have to have courage to be seen and to be heard. Sacred scriptures tell us to have courage and to take courage. And so courage is something that does give us the strength to face our fears. It does give us the strength to face the unknown. And that's what I want us to tap into today, because we all have courage within. We often say courage stems from the heart, but the inner strength that courage requires is in the core. The courage to face our fears deals with the root chakra. So really, we're just going to try to align all the chakras so that we feel empowered and encouraged to move forward. So let's go ahead and begin sitting upright and breathing. So coming to your own comfortable seat, however that translates to your body and whatever that looks like to your body. With your arms draping to your lap. And at first, just witnessing the breath come and go. And if your mind or body is restless, remember taking the reins of the breath can help to calm and slow them down. So let's begin to control the breath. Breathing in and out with more intentionality, with more deliberate focus. Allow yourself to open and to receive your inhale. And stay open even as you release and let go on the exhale. Notice the feeling of expansion as you breathe in. And try to continue to maintain that feeling of expansion even as you let the breath go. In Chinese medicine, they say that we hold fear and doubt in the kidneys. And those are emotions that can complicate or compromise the kidneys. There was an energy work that I got trained in years ago. And one of their main statements was, when in doubt, expand out. Think about when we're scared, we're contracted. When we're courageous, we're expanded. And take one last deep breath here. Slowly begin to open the eyes. And we're gonna sink the hands down towards the floor alongside us. We'll lift the right arm skyward, and as we exhale, we'll curve over to the left. Making that crescent moon shape with the upper body. Opening up the side ribs, opening up the side of the lungs. Including the Ananda affirmation for this pose, strength and courage fill up my body cells. Inhale, rise up to the top. Exhale, release the arm. Inhale, sail the left arm skyward. Exhale, curve to the right. Opening up the breath more. Letting the light in, letting your courage shine out. Strength and courage fill up my body cells. On your next in breath, come back to the top. We are going to use this strap. So you may want to unroll it, perhaps folding it in half. And we're going to take it behind the back, holding it shoulder distance apart. Shoulders rolling back, chest opening up. And breathing into the chest. Breathing into the cavity of the chest, what is often sunken in. Feel and envision that the heart is buoyant upon the wave of the breath, so that courage can surface. One last breath. And then release the strap, release your shoulders. We're going to move away from the bolster. And we're going to fold down into our child's pose. But we're going to stimulate the kidneys by taking the hands to the low back, tapping at the base of the ribs. And then release the arms down. So think of that as being love pats. Appreciation to the kidneys. For how well they detox our system. Breathe into your low back, just like you would be breathing into the lower portion of your belly. Affirming, I release now from all outer involvements into my own inner haven of peace. Now go ahead and stretch your arms forward and out. Lift your head off the floor and look out down the length of your mat. Get the elbows flying up and see if you can scoop your hands even further along, creating more traction. And then inhale, rock up hands and knees. As you exhale, curl the toes under and lift up and back to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, push into your palms and lift for your seat. Walk your hands back towards your toes, landing your heels. Holding in half to Uttanasana. Feel free to nod your head. To tip your weight towards your toes. And affirming here, nothing and no one on this earth can hold me down or back, not even fear. For I am courageous. On your next inhale, root down through the soles of the feet, sweep the arms to your sides and up overhead. Come to Urdhva Hastasana at the top. As you exhale, take your left arm behind your back, your right hand below that, and lift your sternum. Let your shoulders drag down away from the ears. And now you're going to swap the position of the arms. Let your left arm go below the right. Again, pressing the shoulders down from the ears, lifting up through the sternum, opening up the heart center, allowing courage to surface. And then inhale, release your arms, lift them up overhead. This time coming into upward worship. And then exhale, slowly release forward and down to your Uttanasana. You're standing forward fold. We're going to walk the hands out. From walking the hands out to plank, give length and strength to your body.
Exhale, drop to the knees. Shift your shoulders past your hands, drip down with your chin. Inhale, push up with your heart. Elevate your knees to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lowering the head between the arms and then walking the hands back in the direction of the feet. Lower your heels, bowing the upper body. Returning to Uttanasana. Next, in breath, root down, bring the arms to your sides and then up overhead. Let the hands stay apart, gaze straight ahead with your eyes. And this time, when you bring the arms behind your back, you're gonna attempt reverse namaste hands. It may look like this. You may not be able to get the root of the fingers together. You might get the root of the fingers together, but the wrists don't join or the thumbs don't join. Either way, wing your elbows back. Shoulders roll back. Again, opening up the door of the heart. Opening up the shoulders. Allowing the courage to surface. And then release your hands. Bring the arms back up, this time to upward worship. And then exhale, flow back into Uttanasana. From your Uttanasana, you're standing toward fold. We'll walk the hands out again to plank. From the plank position, keep the head up. Keep your thighs plucking up. Keep the belly hugging in. Exhale to knees, chest, chin, Ashtanga Pranayama. Inhale, push back up to table. Elevate the knees to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time we're going to travel the feet forward towards the hands. Once we bring the feet forward, bow over and down to Uttanasana. And see if it's available to find that strap. And if it is, grab it and then slowly come up to stand. We're going to use this strap again behind the back, similar to what we did sitting. Shoulders crank back, arms lean up and away from the buttocks. So you have an option to stay here, especially if this is already challenging. If you can go deeper, you're going to bend the knees, sit back with your hips, bow over your lap, and the arms are going to reach up and away. So again, you can stay standing in that first position, or you can double over. Very generous bend of the knees so that you are resting the abdomen on your thighs. And then pressurize the feet. Inhale slowly. Come all the way up. All right, bring the strap in front of you. And if the strap is just in the way or you're done with it, you can just freestyle it. Otherwise, lift the arms up. Exhale, root the feet down, curve to the right. Now doing the standing form of crescent moon. The affirmation being strength and courage fill up my body cells. Inhale, come back to the top. Stay here, creating traction in your back, arms reaching overhead. Donna, who's normally here, just had a new grandbaby. Her other grandbabies are older. And she said before she left town, curved to the other side, she said, I keep going through the affirmation, strength and courage fill my body cells. She says, I'm scared I'm not going to have the energy. I'm scared I'm not going to be able to be the grandmother that I really want to be for them. And of course, she got back this past week and everything was perfect, right? But that was the affirmation that was helping her get over that fear. Inhale, come back up to the top. Exhale, release the arms down. Okay, we're not gonna use a strap for this. So left arm's gonna reach up. Turn the hand to face the back wall and then bend the arm. Take the right arm out, thumb facing down, palm turned away, and then slide that arm to the sacrum. Now the idea is to get the hand to scoot up. And notice we can get all kind of bendy and contorted, trying to get the hand up, but realign. Realign your spine. Try not to get too ribby or back bendy. Just do your best. Affirming as you hold, free in my heart. I choose to live without fear. I am courageous. Release the back arm and the top arm. And give some roll backs to the shoulders. And then we'll take it to the other side. Right arm lifts. Palm turns away. Elbow bends. Tap your upper back. Left arm reaches out. Thumb turned down. Slide it to the sacrum. And maybe up straight. And again, if you start to bend and get contorted, realign your spine. Stacking each vertebra on top of the other. And imagining that heart is buoyant on the wave of the breath. Affirming free in my heart, I choose to live without fear. That was the affirmation I gave my friend who had surgery yesterday. And gently release the arms, roll it out if need be. We're going to come down and do some half lunges and then we're going to restore. So hands to prayer position. Inhale, open up. Exhale, fold into self. Inhale, left foot back. Exhale, drop down to the back knee and tuck the back toes. When you're ready, coming up, arms framing the face initially. But see if it's possible to create and strike a back bend. If you feel too unstable, you could leave it out. Exhale, lower the arms. When you're ready, we can just switch. Casually bring the right knee back, stepping the left foot forward. When you drop to the hips, that's kind of the in approach, but we're going to be active. So we're rooting the left foot, we're coming up to the pelvic floor, we're lifting the arms overhead. You can be here on Dhanasana, or you can open the front of the body. Holding and rooting. Exhale, hands down. All right, we're gonna slide the left knee back. Go ahead and grab those blocks because we're gonna use them for some of our restorative positions here. So this first one, I have done restorative fish different ways with blocks, from using a singular block, from stacking it up like this, like a T. But while I was away last week, I was able to take one yoga class for myself, and it was a yen class. And I don't know, I had never done it this way. And I liked it, so we're gonna try it. We're actually gonna use two blocks. It's still like a T, a little bit of space in between, but they're both on their lowest heights. And if this doesn't feel good to your body, please don't stay in it. You can change it up the other way with the blocks, or you can use a bolster. But the idea is similar. That first block goes under the ribs, and that second block goes under the head. You'll find that the first block that's going under the ribs, usually we have it turned so that it's thinner in between the shoulder blades. You're gonna find that maybe those points press into maybe some of the muscles that might feel tender. If it's too much pressure, again, you can change out the blocks or make it softer with the bolster to replace it. But I personally liked that little bit of pressure in my muscles. It felt like I was getting some acupressure, actually. Check in with the tip of the body. Need to cover with a blanket to stay warm. Sometimes it's just needed over the feet. Sometimes it's just needed over the waist. Sometimes we need it to cover the whole body. If this is a heart opener, I would suggest taking 7 to 10 full, deep yogic breaths before allowing that control to subside. Taking those 7 to 10 breaths, let it go. Feel as though as you breathe in, the courage is coming up to the surface. And as you breathe out, you're washing fear away. Uncertainty away.
The more you let go, the lighter, the more euphoric you begin to feel. Let the body weight. Affirm my soul floats on waves of cosmic light. Let's turn the palms down closer to the body. Peel the backside of your head up. Push down through your palms. Sit up. We're gonna keep using these blocks. This time they're gonna come in front of us, a few inches apart. So that, this is what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be lining the feet on the blocks and then crossing one ankle over the knee. So this is gonna be more restorative. The blocks line up under the feet, like you were about to go to bridge, but we're not lifting. Instead, we're only lifting the left foot and crossing it over the right knee. Now, if you wanted to change this up a little bit, maybe you want to work your hip and knee more. Instead of hugging it in, what you could potentially do is take the top of that left foot and you're just sliding the foot down in the direction of the hip crease. Almost like you're trying to go towards a half lotus, but not that precise. And even getting into it, if it feels like, I want to be more restorative, maybe that's too much, just slide it, foot back up. It could be anywhere on your thigh. Remember, the root chakra is all about safety and security. Second chakra is about learning to adapt and change. Trying to get unstuck. The first two chakras so that we can be free to face any uncertainty, change, or fear. Go ahead and uncross that left foot and take it down to its block. Pick up the right foot, and cross the ankle to the thigh bone. Remember, it can go anywhere on the thigh. Closer to the knee. More relaxed. Foot slid down closer to the hip crease. Be a little bit more action involved. Sensation involved. Still want to be able to relax into it. Feel like you're doing too much, do less. There's something astrological that's happening May 10th through the end of July, and again in December, and that's Jupiter moving into the sign of Aries. Jupiter is the largest planet, so that planet involves things getting bigger, more exaggerated, full steam ahead. And Aries is the initiator, the upstarter. Maybe ponder for a moment, has there been anything upstarting inside of you? Something that you want to expand and grow? Maybe this is the time to tap into that courage to do something about it. Your right foot slid down, slide it back up towards the knee. And release that foot. Use your feet to scoot one block away. Use your feet to slide one towards you so that you can grab it with your hand. We're going to pressurize the feet, tuck and lift the tailbone, coming into a supported bridge.
And I'm gonna give you a choice here. You could be in supported bridge or you could be in supported waterfall. With your feet in midair. Obviously, if you take waterfall, whenever the legs start to feel fatigued, you're gonna place the feet back down to the floor. The root chakra governs circulation. We're improving the circulation to come in the direction of the heart. Whichever pose you're in. Your feet are still up. Take them down. And we're gonna tuck and lift away from the block. Roll it down to the sacrum. We're gonna do one final pose and we'll use it for Shavasana as well. So go ahead and roll off and away to one side. You're gonna get a nice long Shavasana. Now we need your choice. If you wanna be flat on your back with blocks under your knees in butterfly, you can do that. If you feel like, well, I really do want my heart to be open too, then you could do that blend of both with the blocks under the knees and the bolster under your spine. Take your time getting settled. We were talking about courage today, and I haven't told you guys this in a while, but when I was younger and wanted to start yoga, I was too scared to start. At the time, I was living in Asheville. I kept hearing yoga was good for your back, and I was having some back problems, and I was young. I was 25 or 26 years old. And because I was too scared to show up to a class, I went to Target and got a video, a yoga DVD. And even though I enjoy the DVD, it's like any other type of video recording. After you watch it over and over again, it can get a little monotonous. And so I let it go. And then I landed in Nashville. And then September 11th happened. And that happened. That's what finally encouraged me to show up for my first live class. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know the language.
I didn't even have any awareness of how to move my body. But then having the courage to just show up, to take that initial step, change the trajectory of my entire life. And I'm sure you've had moments like that as well. So I want you to drift away into your state of relaxation with the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just notice. Any weight is lifted away from your body, mind, heart. Hopefully feeling lighter, freer. Slowly begin to deepen the flow of your breathing. Beginning to awaken movement of hands and feet. Perhaps drawing the knees together. Rolling away to your favorite side. Eventually coming up to take a seat. Placing palms together. Sealing our practice, which is all about allowing courage to surface in our hearts. We have the courage to face our fear and any uncertainty that comes at us in life. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Thanks for joining us today.